Any given team can have the most talented players, a highly educated management team or coaching staff, and there can be a great system in place. The perfect play that has worked in the past can be drawn up and all of a sudden it fails. Even worse, the star players are in the normal state and is focused on his or her own success rather than the team's success. Suddenly the team's momentum is dissipated and the flow of the game is non-existent. Low percentage plays become the norm and failure becomes more prominent. The reality is competition adapts to our strategies and requires us to adjust in order to have continued success as a team. In the normal state, players or employees exhibit characteristics that are focused on themselves and are externally driven to obtain accolades and look good individually, which can only produce level 2 leadership at best. This mindset takes away from the organization's success long term and leads to entropy. In an effort to be successful, members often try to imitate what they see being done by others who are successful, without understanding the core values and underlying knowledge and mindset that goes with the actions leading to success. Without hesitation, many team members are willing to work harder as the ruthless hero does, instead of going through a deep change. Normal managers and coaches will try to get more effort and intensity out of their players. My goal is to get them to open up, make changes to their patterns, and to empower them by shifting their mindset. I can only do this by shifting my own mindset and entering the fundamental state of leadership myself. It is important to understand that the state of fundamental leadership is only a temporary mindset that can produce profound results if executed when in the normal state. Accepting that pain is inevitable for growth, we can continually move forward and progress rather than staying still. Here I am in a normal state, frustrated in attempting to get the team to buy into a new mindset in order to change their ways and produce different results. I can communicate this way until I am blue in the face to no avail because I am simply managing and barking orders how I want them to do things. It is only when I practice the traits that help me enter the fundamental state of leadership that my message is genuinely felt. It begins with a grounded vision that arises through purposeful team bonding and interactions that emphasize being authentic and accepting responsibility for our own actions on and off the court. To do the right thing when nobody is watching and live with increasing integrity in all walks of life. We as coaches promote open and compassionate communication among the team so that double-looped learning takes place more frequently and practice appreciative inquiry and adaptive confidence more often. As a leader or a coach, it is my duty to put players in a position of their strengths and emphasize them while improving other skills as well and teaching them the game, thus promoting open and trusting communication, leading to more successful events. In the normal state, conditional confidence is more prominent, where as long as things are going well, the team is doing fine and does not see any underlying issues. Our goal as coaches is to empower our team members to the point where they exhibit unconditional confidence and exhibit the ability to adapt to external changes. This is a state of detached interdependence because everyone has the same purpose and obtains real humility. A new team emerges with time, and success is readily achieved because foolish freedom and being self-focused is no longer an issue. As managers and coaches have the challenge to effectively lead a group of others, the real challenge is to create leaders out of them. The relationship between manager and employee, as well as employee to employee, is pivotal to success and must be nurtured. It is the responsibility of the coach to monitor the line between preaching and creating a vision with the team and to walk through the unknown as a unit. In the example of sports, it is often practiced through tough love. In the normal state, coaches emphasize the toughness and do not practice enough compassion, which causes a disconnect. A coach in the fundamental state of leadership doesn't have to make demands in order to get the team to buy in. He or she is the inspiration to get them to buy in and change. Take Phil Jackson, for example. He became the coach of the Chicago Bulls and the Los Angeles Lakers and turned those teams into champions by practicing tough love and other principles from building the bridge as you walk on it. Another example would be Steve Kerr, a disciple of Phil Jackson. He turned the Golden State Warriors, who had the same core roster 1 year before, into world champions and is currently on pace to become the greatest basketball team ever in terms of win-loss record in one season. By no means is my high school basketball team the greatest team to play the game. However, you can see through the progression of this video that this group of young men have bought into changing themselves and their patterns to pursue a bigger purpose. This makes them successful and has led to many successes in the classroom, as our cumulative GPA has increased to 3.4 from 2.8. My purpose is to take these disciplines on the court and have these young men implement them in the real-world setting.